Most people think intelligence is about IQ, about grades, about sounding smart in a room. But real intelligence shows up in something else. It shows up in your habits, in the small decisions you make when no one is watching. Because smart people don't just think differently, they live differently. And if you pay close attention, you will notice a pattern. Most people waste their time chasing comfort. They wake up and grab their phone, scroll for hours, jump from one distraction to another. They tell themselves they will start tomorrow. Tomorrow they will work harder. Tomorrow they will change. But tomorrow never comes. Weeks pass, months pass, years pass, and slowly, without realizing it, they become average. Comfort slowly replaces ambition. Distraction replaces discipline. And excuses replace action. But smart people see this trap early. They understand something most people ignore. Your life is not shaped by what you want. It is shaped by what you repeatedly do. And that is why intelligent people build habits that look strange to everyone else. The first thing smart people do differently, they spend more time thinking than reacting. Most people react to everything. A notification appears. They check it. Someone criticizes them. They respond emotionally. A new trend appears online. They follow it. They live on autopilot. But smart people pause. They observe. They think. They question. Instead of reacting instantly, they ask one simple question. Is this actually important? And most of the time, the answer is no. That small pause saves them hours of wasted energy every single day. The second thing smart people do differently, they protect their focus like their life depends on it. Because in many ways it does. Your focus decides your future. But today, focus is under attack. Your phone is fighting for your attention. Social media is fighting for your attention. Endless content is fighting for your attention. And most people surrender without a fight. They open one video and suddenly an hour is gone. Smart people refuse to live like that. They remove distractions. They work in silence. They protect deep focus because they understand something powerful. Every hour of focused work compounds. And over time, that compound effect changes everything. The third thing smart people do differently, they get comfortable with discomfort. Most people run from hard things, hard conversations, hard work, hard decisions. They want life to feel easy all the time. But smart people understand a brutal truth. Growth is uncomfortable. Discipline is uncomfortable. Waking up early is uncomfortable. Working when you don't feel like it is uncomfortable. But that discomfort is not a sign you should stop. It is a sign you're moving forward. Every time you choose discomfort over comfort, you become stronger. The fourth thing smart people do differently, they learn constantly, not because someone forces them to, but because they are curious. While most people spend hours consuming entertainment, smart people spend time consuming knowledge. Books, ideas, skills. They're always upgrading their mind because they know the world changes fast. And a person who keeps learning stays powerful. The fifth thing smart people do differently, they think long-term. Most people live for today. Instant plaisir, instant roi, instant confort. But smart people play a longer game. They ask themselves, where will this decision lead me in 5 years? 1 hour of studying, one workout, one focused work session. These actions seem small today, but over years, they create a completely different life. Smart people understand that success is rarely dramatic. It is quiet, built through small actions repeated thousands of times. The sixth thing smart people do differently, they take responsibility for everything. Most people blame. They blame their job, their past, their parents, the economy. Blame feels good in the moment, but it destroys power. Because the moment you blame something outside yourself, you give up control. Smart people refuse to do that. Even when something is not their fault, they still ask, what can I do about it? That mindset gives them control over their life. And control creates progress. The seventh thing smart people do differently, they spend time alone. This might sound strange in a world that never stops talking, but silence is powerful. When you're constantly surrounded by noise, you never hear your own thoughts. Smart people step away from the noise. They walk alone. They think alone. They reflect. This is where clarity comes from. And clarity is dangerous. Because once you see the truth about your life, you can't ignore it anymore. The 8th thing smart people do differently. They take action before they feel ready. Most people wait. They wait for motivation. They wait for confidence. They wait for the perfect moment. But that moment never arrives. Smart people understand something simple. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. The first step feels hard. The second step feels easier. And eventually, momentum takes over. This is how transformation begins. Not with a huge breakthrough, but with a decision. A decision to stop living like everyone else. To stop wasting your potential. To stop letting comfort control your future. Because here's the truth most people never accept. Your current habits are building your future identity. Right now, every time you choose discipline, you build strength. Every time you choose distraction, you build weakness. And over time, those choices shape who you become. One version of you keeps scrolling, keeps delaying, keeps promising to start tomorrow. The other version of you becomes focused, disciplined, relentless, unrecognizable compared to who you used to be. Both versions are being built today. The question is simple. Which one are you feeding? Because the future will not be decided by luck. It will be decided by what you do after this moment. Not next week. Not next month. Right now. Close the distractions. Focus on one meaningful task. And prove to yourself that you are capable of more than comfort. Because smart people do not wait for a better life. They build it.